Do you want to hear my experience with one of Charlotte Tilbury's skincare products and how that negative experience caused me to do a deep dive into her skincare product ingredients and to vow never to use another Charlotte Tilbury skincare product again? Then stick around because we're about to get right into it. I'm Mona, and this is About Face with Mona. This is the channel geared towards everything for the mature woman, beauty, skincare, and lifestyle. And on my channel, we're keeping it real. I don't accept brand sponsorships because I don't want to feel biased or that I owe any brand anything. My loyalty is to you, the viewer, and make sure that I'm giving you the best information that I can to help you spend your beauty and skincare dollars more wisely. And that means that I have to call BS BS. Help give you some facts to make you make better decisions. I'm actually a Charlotte Tilbury fan. I love her makeup. But just because a brand is good at makeup doesn't mean that they're good at skincare. The other disclaimer is just because one person has a bad experience with a skincare product doesn't mean that it's bad for everybody. It doesn't mean that you'll have a bad experience. But my bad experience caused me to look closer at the ingredients. And I want to talk to you about that today. In a company called Orgaid, they identify ingredients that are not so good for you. And a lot of other skincare companies and organizations do the same thing. So in this one, they identify 8 top harmful chemicals in skincare ingredients. Out of those 8, in the product that I'm talking about, Charlotte Tilbury has 4 of those 8 in this product. And not only that, but some of the ingredients are duplicated. So the product that we're talking about is the Charlotte Tilbury Multi-Miracle Glow. So the claims are that this is a cleanser, a mask, and a balm for baby soft feeling skin. It's $60 for 100 milliliters. And that's a problem right there once I did a deep dive into the ingredients. This product was tested on 100 women over 7 days. Out of the 100 women over 7 days, which really isn't a very good study, 100% agreed that their skin felt intensely moisturized. 92% agreed that their skin felt instantly refreshed. 96% noticed an overnight facial finish. What is a facial finish? 100% noticed a facial finish. I guess they felt like they had had a facial? This is hardly a scientific study, so those claims mean nothing to me as a skincare user. I had recently ordered the 3 Charlotte Tilbury new lipsticks, which incidentally I'm enjoying quite nicely. I have one of them on today. When I placed the order, I got 2 samples along with my order. One of the samples was this Charlotte Tilbury Multi-Miracle Glow. So I did not buy the $60 bottle of 100 milliliters. What I got was a little small sample size. I'm gonna link the picture up so you guys can see what the full-size product looks like, because obviously I won't be purchasing that. So I was getting ready to go to sleep and I realized that I had washed my face earlier, but I didn't have anything else on my face. And I was tired, and although my face was clean, I didn't feel like getting up and getting my skincare. So I had this little jar sitting on my bedside table and I decided to put it on. So I looked and read the instructions, and it can be used as an overnight mask. So I'm like, okay, so I put it on. Sometime during the night, I started waking up and my skin was intensely burning and irritated. I actually got up before the night was over and washed it off. Next day, my skin was red, red, red. So this is like 3 days later, and my skin is still red. I don't know, I have makeup on, a full face of makeup, but I don't know if you can see in the corners by my mouth where I have these folds. It got into there, and this is really still burnt and dry. My whole face was like that. I have been using lip balm over and over and over again, and I cannot put enough lotion on my face. What has been my saving grace has been by Dermatology. Also, I had just happened to get some PR from a company called Ndulgeearth, and they have products with CBD oil in it. And so that also was in a box on my bedside table to review, to use. And I said, let me put some of this this MARULA oil on. It has 1,000 milligrams of CBD. It's supposed to be soothing, hydrating, moisturizing. I want to seal in that Soothe and Repair lotion, and that was the only thing that gave me any kind of relief. My go-tos for skin irritation, which is my honey skin that I've always told you guys about, even my Aquaphor, nothing was touching this. My face just felt like it was raw. My skin barrier had definitely been damaged. For the last 3 nights, I haven't been able to use the acid or my retin-A or anything except lotion. This is the first day that I'm even putting makeup on over this because I'm doing this video. So when I say my skin was extremely damaged, it was extremely damaged by this product. That was the only product that I used. So that's the only possible cause. I decided to see what is in this, right? So this goes on like a bomb. The first ingredient is glycerin. We know that glycerin is a great humectant. It is a great moisturizing property. It draws in water to your skin. It helps hydrate and leave your skin feeling smooth and soft. It's the first ingredient on the list. However, glycerin is relatively inexpensive, and if that is what is the main ingredient in the skincare ingredient deck, then you can get that in almost any over-the-counter product in the drugstore for so much less. The fourth ingredient is cyclopentasiloxane. The sixth ingredient is phenyltrimethicone. And the seventh ingredient is phenoxyethanol. So phenoxyethanol is considered in large doses a very bad product for your skin. Claims about this ingredient is that it can be irritated to skin and eyes, it can blister your skin, and effects of it is cumulative. Skincare companies who use this ingredient say that in small doses, like doses less 1% or less, that it is totally safe for your skin and that it is not harmful at all. Well, there's also studies that say that over time, effects of this can be cumulative. Well, obviously that was not the case with me because I only had to use it one time for me to feel like 3 layers of my skin came off. When you have that in an ingredient deck, that is an indicator, because they can only use it in percentages of 1% or less. You know that everything that comes behind that ingredient in the skincare ingredient deck is less than 1%. Anything else that is supposedly beneficial for your skin is barely in the product. So if you look at it that way, so either this is an overpriced glycerin cream that you can get an equivalent at any drugstore, if these chemicals and products in this deck are not harmful, because the phenoxyethanol is in there at 1% and everything that comes behind it is less than 1%, so how can it be harmful? Or it's not a good ingredient deck. Either way, it's too much money for me to be spending on skincare, and I will never tell you how to spend your skincare dollars, but I would strongly recommend that you think about whether or not you want to spend $60 on a product that's best ingredient is glycerin. And look at all the other low, affordable priced products that have glycerin in it as its main ingredient that have a lot less harmful ingredients in it, a lot less irritating ingredients in it, and cost a whole lot less. But once we get past 6 and we get to that phenoxyethanol, which is harmful in large quantities, so we know that it can only be in there at 1%. After that, you have cellulose gum, xanthan gum. So these are all fillers. These are all products that are not worth you spending $60 on for sure. And then after that, the 13th ingredient is fragrance. So the 16th ingredient is PEG, and what that is an absorption enhancer. So good or bad, it helps your skin absorb faster and more deeply the good and bad ingredients that are in an ingredient deck. If used on broken and damaged skin, it can cause severe skin degradation, destruction of your skin barrier. It can also cause systemic toxicity. It reduces moisture levels, and it actually speeds up aging. How do you like that one? If there are bad ingredients in this product, that PEG can help them penetrate more deeply into the skin. Ascorbyl tetraisopalmitate, which is a vitamin C ester, which is supposed to be for brightening and enhancing your skin, and it's one of the ingredients that they're touting in this product as beneficial, that's going to transform and change your skin. Well, it's way below number 7, which is the phenoxyethanol, is 1%. Then everything that comes after it has to be way less than 1%. So I don't think that they can claim effectively that vitamin C is going to be in enough quantity sufficient to really change your skin, and the formulation is not such that it's preserving vitamin C. We know that as an antioxidant, vitamin C, especially the ascorbic acids, are very unstable. And then we get into some real fun stuff. BHT, which is used as an antioxidant, but it does penetrate the skin. It is metabolized and can cause renal and hepatic damage in high doses. Applied to the skin, it is associated with toxic effects in the lung tissue if used in high percentages. Well, obviously this is not used in high percentages because it's way low in the ingredient deck. But what are the good ingredients in this deck? Very few. The ones that are above the 1% that's good for your skin is basically glycerin, which is one of the most inexpensive skincare ingredients that you can get for your skin. So then you charge $60 for that, and then you throw in a bunch of not good for you skin ingredients that are potentially irritating and harmful. Why would you buy this? The other ingredients that I question and that probably are what caused this reaction to my face, they have hexylcinnamol. So that has a very poor rating on all of the skincare ingredient rating scales because it's an irritant. It's got cinnamon oil in it. Can you imagine wanting to just dab cinnamon oil on your face? Try that and see how it feels. My face is burnt to a crisp. I know that the top layer of my skin barrier has been definitely damaged and destroyed by this product. So in addition to having hexylcinnamol, then they have hydroxycitronella. So that's another sensitizer, another irritant, and another allergens, also fragrance. Then they have cinnamol alcohol. So if the hexylcinnamol wasn't enough, they added in cinnamol alcohol, which is a skin sensitizer, fragrance, and an irritant. Then they added in linalool, which is a tertiary alcohol, fragrance, and it's a volatile oil, which is also skin sensitizing. You have linalool, cinnamol alcohol, hydroxycitronella, hexylcinnamol, that's 4, plus fragrance listed separately, that's 5. You have fragrance, and you have 4 other fragrances that are irritants and sensitizers. So that's 5 fragrances and 5 sensitizers in one skincare product, plus the PEG, plus the BHT, plus the phenoxyethanol, which can be harmful and if swallowed, inhaled, or absorbed through the skin, can irritate the skin and can cause blisters on the skin. Cyclopentasiloxane, which is the 4th ingredient in this deck, is a silicone that helps cosmetic products dry down. It is popular because it is a cheap ingredient. It is also possibly an endocrine disruptor that disrupts hormones. It is in growing research that when flushed down the sink, that it is harmful to fish and wildlife. That's your 4th ingredient in this deck. I mean, I think you can see even through makeup how red my skin is. And I've been in pain with my face for 3 days. Short of the miracle of the Smooth and Repair Cream and the Ndulgeearth MARULA oil with the 1,000 milligrams of CBD oil. I will link the information for those 2 below. I do have discount codes on both of them. The Ndulgeearth is so new to me that that's something that I was going to review later, and I just grabbed it because I was, my face is on fire. I'm looking for something to put the fire out, and I had just got that in. That has been one of the things that has been my saving grace on my face. So I'll have to do a real thorough review on that later. What I can say is if you have irritated skin and you want to replenish the moisture in your skin and restore your skin barrier, that obviously that is a winner, because I think had I not been using that, I don't know what kind of shape my skin would be in today. I probably wouldn't even be videoing. So am I here to bash Charlotte Tilbury? No, like I really do like Charlotte Tilbury products. When it comes to skincare can actually be harmful. You know, you get a makeup product, usually you either like it or you don't like it, so you spend some money on it, you put it on, it doesn't blend well, it's chalky, you have a lot of fallout, you know, the colors don't agree with your skin tone, you're just not a fan. You either like makeup or you don't. It's either your preference or it's not. But it's not something for the most part that we have to be so afraid of. But when you purchase skincare, you really need to be an informed consumer. Now, many people are going to use this product and it is not going to irritate their skin. Maybe all 5 of those fragrances and the 4 skin irritants, like the 2 types of cinnamon oil, are not going to irritate their skin right now. But let me tell you something, you can develop an allergy at any time. It doesn't always have to happen with the first use. I think that if I had been a more careful consumer when I was growing up and when I was first using skincare products, that maybe I wouldn't have the sensitivities and the rosacea that I have today. I didn't always have sensitive skin and I didn't always have rosacea. This is something that occurred later in life, and I think that I did it to myself by using so many products with fragrance over the years because I didn't know, because nobody had really told me. I hadn't educated myself. That information wasn't so out there. Skincare wasn't, you know, $1 billion business then. Now skincare is where the money is. And I'll tell you that makeup companies are wanting to get into the skincare game because there's more money in skincare potentially than there is in makeup. You're going to use it more and you're going to replace it more. Let's take the Natasha Denona palette that I just bought, for example. I paid $65 for that, and that is a lot, right? So Natasha Denona made $65 off of me for that. Am I gonna need to replace that palette? Probably not in my lifetime, right? The only time they're gonna get more money from a makeup brand is if you wanna buy their next release. That's why they do the crazy launches and they do the limited edition and they give you that FOMO, right? Fear of missing out, that if you don't get it now, you're not gonna get it. That's why the Pat McGrath products sell out in the first 5 to 10 minutes. And when I say the truth, I get more thumbs down on videos like this. But you know what? Why would you want somebody to lie to you? Hopefully you want to be informed and you want to know the truth. Some of these things are cash grabs. You're not going to be replenishing the makeup that you're using very often. But skincare, now skincare is a whole different game. Why? Because you're going to use that every night and every day. You're going to use it up. So if I get a moisturizer or a cream that I like, I'm going to use it every day, and within about 30 days, 60 days, it's going to be gone. I'm going to buy a vitamin C product. I'm going to buy a serum. I'm going to buy this mask, right? And I'm going to use that 100 milliliters. And how long is that going to last me? That's going to last me a month or two, and then I'm going to buy another one. Everybody wants to be in the skincare game because we are, as consumers, as this age group that I'm in, we are very interested in what we can do to preserve the skin that we have. We want to invest more in our skin. It's an issue now. It's a popular trend to take care of your skin, to anti-age, or to do the best you can with the skin that you have. So we're willing to spend more on skincare products, and they are products that are going to be used up and needing to be repurchased more than makeup. Just because brands jump on that bandwagon doesn't mean that the products are good, and just because their makeup is good doesn't mean that their skincare is going to be good. One, I wouldn't recommend buying this product because I think that they have more bad ingredients than good ingredients. Second, even if your skin is not sensitive, even if you don't have problems with fragrance or multiple irritants in a product, even if none of that is a concern to you, the fact that the only really effective skincare ingredient in this deck is glycerin is not worth $60. If you want to pay $60 because you want to say that you have Charlotte Tilbury skincare, then by all means, you do that. But I wouldn't do it again. I won't do it again because I'm smarter than that. Who should really feel better about themselves? People who can say, oh, I have a whole face of blah, 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 and I paid $3,000 for my glycerin. I am the cat's meow, or I am the bomb.com. Girl, I wouldn't buy that drugstore stuff. Not me. Who's the smarter one? The one who's going to put up, pay a whole bunch of money for products that are exactly equivalent in effective products as those that are at the drugstore for much, much less? Which side do you want to be on? I want to be on the side of educated, smart spending. If I can get glycerin in an inexpensive product, and I can have the same moisturization that I can get from this product without all the harmful ingredients, and I think I'm better off. So let's just take the CeraVe moisturizing cream. This has 3 essential ceramides. This has nothing in it that's going to destroy your skincare barrier. You can get this whole big tub, which has 16 ounces, okay? Compared to the 100 milliliters, which 30 milliliters is in an ounce. So you have a little over 3 ounces in the bottle for $60. You can probably get this, I'm not looking at it right now, but $10 or $15 for this tub. Get the same effect, which is moisturization. You have your other things, ceramide 3, ceramide 6, ceramide 1, hyaluronic acid. It's fragrance free, gentle on the skin, non-irritating, controlled release of 24-hour hydration. Or you can spend $60 for something that's only true beneficial ingredient is glycerin. Some of the other ones might be, had they been higher in concentration, but they put them on the list, and people who are not educated will just say, oh look, they have vitamin E, they have vitamin C. This is, this looks like a good product. This is not a good product in my eyes at all. Everything that is possibly good besides the glycerin is in a percentage of less than 1% of the ingredients. And if that quantity is enough for you, and you think that that's a good quantity, good enough to provide the benefits that they're claiming that these things provide, then you better be worried about the other things that are less than 1% too, like the fragrance, like the phenoxyethanol, like DHT, like the PEG, like the cinnamyl alcohol, like the linalool, like the phenyltrimethicone. I know this is a little bit of a rant, but I've been in pain for 3 days. A CharlotteTilbury skincare product I think is crap. So I'm calling BS BS. You feel like it's right for you, by all means, you go pay that $60 for that glycerin. But if you have sensitive skin like me, I would think twice. I hope that this was helpful and that it opened your eyes. Am I saying not to buy it? No. What I'm saying is maybe be careful. I'm still not finished with this. I don't know how many more days before I can put my retinol back on. So it set my skincare back, and it is causing me discomfort because I didn't pay attention to what was in my ingredients. So until next time, you guys stay safe. I love you all. I appreciate all of you being here, and go out and live like Mel.